Welcome back to another video, everyone. I hope you guys had an amazing weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed my last video. But point is that I'm just gonna get straight into things because I just finished WrestleMania Night 2, um, and it just like everyone else did. I'm sure some people are watching the post match thing, but uh let's just talk about it because this is night 2, and night 1 was horrible. Um, Even as a Cody Rhodes fan, I didn't really like it, to be honest. And although everyone talked about night 1, that's not what today is about. Today is about night 2. Um, it was honestly better. I like these matches way more than I did night 1, 100%. And the ads were long, but I feel like they weren't as bad as night 1 was, because these matches were actually longer and more enjoyable. And I feel like they did better on this one, but just because you did a better night 2 does not mean you're better overall. Like, you still have issues you need to fix, and does not make just one band-aid does not fix a whole cut. Um, and you have a lot of cuts you need to fix before you can get the trust of the fans back. Unfortunately, that's how shit works, and I'm just being real. But I gotta give my credit where credit's due. I think it was completely fucking obvious that Roman Reigns was gonna win because he put in a clause, pretty much that's what it sounded like to me, that he wins or he leaves, and you know damn well WWE did not want to lose their tribal chief, so CM Punk was baited to lose. Plus, a family member of mine said that since AJ lost, CM Punk is. It makes sense that CM Punk loses so they can go take a break together. Makes sense. So we most likely won't see CM Punk for a while. Most likely until SummerSlam, maybe, but who knows. Plus, we have a. He also brought up the fact that Vince McMahon is possibly in the back because in night 1, I'm surprised nobody brought this up. Uh, because Drew McIntyre came out with his sword, which I didn't even realize. Like, I realized after he said it because my mind connected all the dots that he has not wrestled with his sword, or not wrestled with his sword, but like has not entered and done his entrance with his sword. So I'm like, wow, yeah. And he told me that it's because correct either of us if we're wrong, but it's because Vince McMahon had his sword, and that when the fact that he has his sword means that Vince McMahon is in the back. So, um, but I do believe that night 2 was better. Let's start off with the first match of the night, which was the shortest one. But the thing is that people can complain about the first match being shorter, the shortest out of all the nights. But the thing is that that's how Opa Family's matches have gone ever since he came into the WWE. He's one of those people that he makes a statement with that how fast he can get the match done, and he stayed true to his character. He finished off Brock Lesnar, retired him, and now he's on to bigger and better things. I hope the best with Opa Family. I like Opa Family. He's very enjoyable. He is the next big thing. And if you complain about how short the match is, then you don't know who Obafemi is. All right, next match. I need to pull up the match card. I think the next match was the ladder match, I believe, and and it was the ladder match was good too. All the wrestlers did really well, and 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 I believe that Penta did amazing. JC McDonough, he handled finishers really well, and so did Javon Evans. That's his name, yeah. Javon Evans, he was good too. I liked what he did when he jumped out the top rope and hit Rusev with the OG cutter. That was sick, honestly. And yeah, I'm not oh, people are gonna comment, be like, oh, how much did they pay you to say his praises? Like, I ain't getting paid shit from WWE. I'm just, yeah, you gotta give props where props is due. I'm getting props to the wrestlers, not props to the business. The business is absolute shit. Um, I'm just giving props to the wrestlers for doing a good match, doing better this night. Um, and I'm completely okay with Penta retaining his title because I love, not love Penta, but I'm starting to give it. I'm gonna give him more time to grow, and I enjoy Penta for sure. Shadow Miedo. And also as a Latino man myself, of course I'm gonna like him. And and also Rey Mysterio did a good job coming back from retirement. I just want to bring that up real quick. On to the next match, which was Rhea Ripley versus no, it was Dominic Mysterio versus Demon Finn Balor, and that match was really good. I'm so glad that Demon Finn Balor won because, it, and also he actually looked like it reminded me of like Fiend, the way he kept getting up and kept getting up. Man, it was awesome. Demon took everything Mysterio could throw at him, Dominic could throw at him, and he still won. I'm surprised there was no Judgment Day interference. I was really surprised about that. It was actually a clean match between the two, just handling out their business. We're going to see what happens on Raw tomorrow, and I'll record my reaction to that if you guys want me to. If this does well, I'll happily go live tomorrow. And then after that was Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill. It was amazing. I love Rhea Ripley did awesome as always, and Jade Cargill did all right. I don't really like Jade Cargill as much. Not really. She's not my type of character. But no disrespect to the person themselves. It's just like I don't like the character. But that's just me. Not just, that was just me, but you know what I mean. And I love how Io Sky came out and took out BFAP. Um, and it was awesome. And overall, the match was amazing. And then we go into Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams. That one was not the best, I'll admit. I wasn't really into that one. Um, I mean, even though I love Sami Zayn, I love his character. Trick Williams, I mean, I like his thing. I like his gimmick, but I just need more time to grow onto him. And finally, the main event of the night. Oh, before that, I did find the whole Danhausen thing mimic before the main event. Mimic gimmick. That's what I meant to say. Really funny. It was very enjoyable. Honestly, since he went underneath the ring, I thought he was gonna do like some interference during the Punk versus Reigns match. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was gonna come out and screw one of them over, but he didn't. That's what I thought since he went underneath the ring. Um, and I just love how he brought out the wrestlers from the Dwarf Wrestling, um, Entertainment, and I just like how they handled the Miz and his pro not protege, his disciple or something like that. Who knows? I haven't followed up with the Miz. But yeah, and I can tell that John Cena was actually was genuinely laughing and enjoying it. I love how he did the five knuckle shuffle. Yeah, so Danhausen is not as bad as I thought he was. I was completely wrong about that. But now we are into the main event of the night, and honestly, it was really good. Um, my family member said that it was really too long. He just wanted to see what would happen, and I get that. The match did feel dragged out, and did feel like they were just like stalling for time. Like taking too long, too many like poses and stuff like that. And I get those criticisms, but I just enjoyed it because it was Roman Reigns versus CM Punk, and they were handling things. And I like how CM Punk did a not so good version of the Superman punch. Ugh, it did not look good, but he did the best he could. Um, there were many times where I thought CM Punk was gonna win. I'm not gonna lie, because he kept getting out of the guillotine, but nah. Um, he lost energy. All he needed was one more GTS, and he could have won, retained. But nah, guessing they didn't want to lose. Like I said, they didn't want to lose their tribal chief, so they gave it back to the championship back to him. I got something in my mouth. I'm so sorry, guys. But yeah, overall, I'll give this night a 7 out of 10. Well, I know, whoa, yeah, that's pretty high praises compared to yesterday. Yes, I know, but I feel like these matches were handled way better and with a lot more entertaining and a lot more fun. So we're gonna see how where it goes from here. If it's gonna be a Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns again, or if Cody Rhodes is gonna lose his title and Roman Reigns is gonna be going up against somebody completely different. Who knows? Overall, I enjoyed this night better than the other night. Does not mean anything about the company. The company is still shit. They should definitely keep lowering their prices, so a lot more people can enjoy it. Uh, and, and besides that, everyone else has raised a lot of other channels and news, WWE news report channels and stuff like that. Insiders already said why about the negative stuff. You can go onto WrestleMania's channel. Oh, that reminds me actually. Uh, I was watching. Me and a family member were watching. IShowSpeed's, family's brothers. IShowSpeed's brothers live stream where the brother was live streaming IShowSpeed's first first WrestleMania match yesterday, and during that live stream we were watching it, seeing what their reaction was, and all of a sudden people were getting excited, as you do at when there's a good moment. But then after the exciting moment finished, or like for the moment, uh, the what my mom thinks is the Allegiant Stadium security. Um, they told people to sit down, and I'll put the stream referencing in the description below, so you guys can go check it out for yourself. And we were like, what the fuck? We have never seen security act like that at any other pay-per-view that we can think of, and if they have, then please comment down below, because it is a fucked up thing to do. And that just makes me never want to go to a wrestling pay-per-view ever, even if I had the money. Because I'm like, you're gonna tell me to sit the fuck down? You're gonna tell me to sit down I paid when I paid good money to get here and you didn't? You are paid to work here. I had to pay to get here. So, and you're telling me to sit down? Nah, I will stay standing up and I'll stay excited. But I'm sure that would have gotten me kicked out. Seeing as how there's a content creator that got kicked out. Um, but for that reason, who knows why? Maybe he did something wrong, but who knows? Point is that it's very, very disrespectful to the fans to tell them to force them to sit down and shut up. He knows the shut up part. I didn't know shit at first. They didn't say shut up, but be quiet. Like, to quiet down. I'm like, yeah, and that really weirds us out. Again, reference in the comments, not comments, in the description below, so you guys can see for yourself how stupid that is. So not only do you have to pay like half, pretty much all your rent money, you have more than you pay in rent, maybe, depends on where you live, and you also have to listen to security that's treating you like kids in school. Like, nah, fuck that. Anyways, like I said, my rating for tonight is a 7 out of 10, which is pretty high, but I felt like tonight was better. I'm just complimenting the wrestlers. We're gonna see where we go from here. I thought the Bloodline was gonna get involved, honestly. The way CM Punk was insulting the family, not only Roman Reigns. Of course, Roman Reigns was the biggest thing, but he was also insulting the family legacy. So I thought I was gonna expect like a referee bump and the Bloodline to get involved. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my opinion on tonight's main event. And if you guys disagree, then you have the right to disagree, but do not make it disrespectful, okay? Keep it respectful. I'm allowed to my own opinion and my own thoughts and feelings, okay? That is what I felt about the pay-per-view. Of course, it wasn't the best. It was far from it. Far from it. What I consider the best WrestleMania ever is WrestleMania 30 with Daniel Bryan, because I watched all of that story as much as I could with the subscriptions that I had. Not me, but my mom, because I was younger at the time. And then Cody Rhodes' storyline, and those are my top two WrestleMania so far. Um, so this is far from it. This is definitely an not yeah, F tier of WrestleMania, but it was at least night two was enjoyable. All right, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.